here with Kerry captain Siofra O'Shea. Siofra, we're looking out on a fairly empty Croke Park today. Maybe a few people coming in during their tours and a couple of groundsmen doing their jobs here. But this time on Sunday, the atmosphere, the crowd will be starting to get electric. You might hear a little bit on the speakers coming through. I think they're treating people to that, but the noise on Sunday is going to be massive.
Yeah, definitely. I think you saw the crowd that came up last year. You know, it was very loud around the place, and you know, we're expecting a big crowd again the next day. We've seen the support we've gained from our run to the final last year. The support this year, our quarter final against Meath was unbelievable down in Austin Stack Park, and a big crowd travelled to Semple Stadium to support us in the semi-final. So we're expecting a big crowd the next day again, and I'm sure Dublin will bring the same.
Do you find it like amazing as a player to see that like the growth of the sport in the county, having, you know, you would have watched the girls when you were growing up on the stands, watching them progress, and now you're in the county panel, that you see, you know, droves of people coming in, you know, Erin Road Erin are putting on extra trains to allow fans to come to the games. Like, you know, do you find it that like the growth of the sport, especially in the county of Kerry, is just massively improved over the last few years?
Yeah, I think you can see the huge amount of girls and boys following, you know, the Kerry Ladies team, and I think success probably brings that support as well. And you know, I was here for the 2012 All-Ireland, you know, as a 10-year-old girl watching on, and you know, to see the change in ladies football since then has been unbelievable. Like the work that Lidl and TG Cahir and all of them are doing, and you know, even down in Kerry, like the papers and Radio Kerry, the amount of coverage they're giving us is class, and it's really, you know, increasing our profiles, and I think more people are buying into it and they're following on now, so it's great to have that support base behind us.
And like being one of those people who were watching on in 2012, is it like, you know, big for you to have those like impressive players of the past, or even current, the likes of Louise Nimar Hurtig, Louise Galvin, who are in the squad at the moment, but even Geraldine O'Shea is part of the management team, players who've come before, who have been, you know, some of the best players Kerry have ever produced, that are around there, that give you that little bit of inspiration to come into the panel and want to play for the county?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Louise has been a huge inspiration for me, and you know, being at that 2012 All-Ireland and seeing the likes of her playing, like she's been unbelievable, and what she's given to Kerry Ladies Football over the last number of years has been unreal. Like to see the impact she's having on young kids, and you see after the games the amount of people around her, like she has such an influence on all the people at Kerry, and it's just great to see her getting the recognition for that and getting to play on the big days now again.
Yeah, I remember that game against Meath. You were getting swarmed as well on the day. It wasn't just Louise, but do you know, like how did you find that when you've only been in the panel for a few years now, that like the kids are coming up to you and you're like their role model, their inspiration to want to come in and play the sport?
Yeah, I suppose this is my 5th season now involved, and I think you can even see the changes since I came in, and the amount of people coming to our games and stuff, and the young kids, like they actually know us now, and I think they're actually, you know, they know who's who and they know who plays where before I think they were just looking on, and they probably knew the main players, like they knew the Louises, they knew Lorraine Scanlon and the likes, but they probably didn't know all the players. Where now I think, you know, most players are now recognisable around Kerry and around their hometowns and stuff, so it's great to see that, and it's great to see the growth. But yeah, we're role models now, and I think we're starting to see ourselves as that, so it's great to be inspiring the next generation. I
suppose, how have you been feeling the last few weeks?
I suppose it was gutting to hear that I had torn my cruciate in that week before the All-Ireland semi-final against Mayo. You know, I just went over in it on the Sunday before, so to hear the news, obviously I was heartbroken, but as I've said, it's a team game and a team sport, and you know, I'm just delighted that Kerry Ladies are in the All-Ireland final, and no more so than anyone else, I'm looking forward to the day and buzzing for the occasion. You know, it's different not being involved, but I'll be there and I'll be involved in the best way I can, so still looking forward to it, and hopefully Kerry can bring some success back to the kingdom.
I suppose it's been 30 years, way before our time in the county, that the last All-Ireland came, but you know, it's stuff dreams are made of. I know you're in back-to-back All-Ireland finals, but as we mentioned, 2012 was the last time before that, so it's not a commodity that we see these often in Kerry.
Yeah, definitely. 30 years is a long time in Kerry, you know, when you see the success the men have been having and the success the ladies had before us. You know, they were a great team back in the 80s and 90s, and you know there hasn't been a lot of success down in Kerry since, so it's a very long time, but we're here as a group. We've probably been the same kind of group for the last 4 years under the management of Darragh Long and Declan Quill, and the job they've done with us and the stability they brought to Kerry Ladies Football has been unbelievable, and the belief they have in us, I think that's driven us on. And you know, we've came on leaps and bounds since they first came in, and we're starting to see that stability come true now, and being back-to-back All-Ireland is great for us, and hopefully we can go one step further on Sunday.
I'm just looking down in front of us to see a few people getting their photos taken with the cups, but obviously that's where the cup will be on Sunday evening. We'll see which captain goes up there. I don't know if I know Louise is going to be the on-field captain on Sunday, but I assume if Kerry do prevail, you'll probably end up going up with her, or whatever way it will be done. But like, could you even put it into words, the feeling that it would be to end 30 years of a wait and be the captain that brings it back and parades it around Kerry, ending such a long famine?
Yeah, I suppose we got a bit of a taste of it with our league success, and that was great for Kerry, and to build on that would be amazing. Like, when we went back training this year, we had one goal in mind, and that was to go one step further than last year, so it would be absolutely huge. Like, I don't think it matters who lifts the cup or who brings it down to Kerry. You know, we're all in it as a team, and between the team, the extended panel, the backroom team, the management, like, we're all there. We have one goal in mind, and we want to bring Brendan Martin back to the kingdom.